Man, tonight is gonna be awesome, 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 awesome. I swear tonight is gonna be awesome.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Fritz Breakdown. I'm here with the beautiful Missy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so if you guys don't know who Missy is, oh my gosh, where have you been hiding? This is Missy from Daily Bumps. She has an awesome, well, she has her own channel too. Just two great channels. They have a channel with her husband and her beautiful little baby Oliver, Daily Bumps, and then she also has her own mommy channel. And you upload Monday, Wednesday, Fridays on your mom's channel?
Wednesday, Friday, yep.
Okay, so be sure to check her out. Links will be below. Go subscribe. Their family's awesome, fun, and amazing, and her mommy videos are so cute. And her baby, who will probably make an appearance here in a little bit, he's playing right now. If you guys haven't seen Oliver, yet again, where have you been? But yes, so I decided to do a breastfeeding tag. I don't know if that already exists on YouTube. I hope it doesn't, but I just randomly was like, let's do a breastfeeding tag. So that's what we're gonna do today. Yay. And Missy's just gonna hang out and answer the questions with me. So, okay, first question is, where is the craziest, most random place you've breastfed?
I breastfed in a lot of random places because I pretty much just don't care. I'm like, I'll just breastfeed anywhere.
Yeah,
but the craziest place is probably on the side of the freeway.
Oh my goodness.
He was screaming and I was like, whatever, pull over. And we actually had that on the daily vlog too. I was just like, yeah,
you gotta do what you gotta do as a mom. I would probably say with this little guy, the most random place, it's really not that crazy, but it was really random for me, was the beach. I feel like when I had Audrey, I was very like, okay, I'm this, nurse at home or nurse in private. And with him, I'm just like, YOLO. If I'm on the side, park somewhere, I'll nurse him. In the car, I'll nurse him, wherever. And so we were on the beach and I think it is in one of the vlogs. And yeah, I was just like, oh, he's hungry. Let me just nurse him. And it was really relaxing. It was awesome. So it's probably the most random place. How many hours do you think you've spent breastfeeding? Okay, this is totally just an estimate of total hours. So Oliver's 6 months, right?
6 months.
So that's like, I don't know. I'm not good at math.
I know. I was trying to think of how many
week?
Times a day. How many times a day?
I calculated with Audrey one time. It took me a while. I was really bored one day, but I was like, okay, I breastfeed 8 times a day. This is when she was little. So I breastfeed him 8 times a day, 7 days a week. I can't do math, baby.
Okay, let's just say we do 4 hours a day.
Okay, 4 hours a day.
Times 7 is 30.
28. Wait,
28?
7 times 4 is 28, right?
28, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We're moms. Okay,
28 times 4.
I don't know. Baby, do the math for us.
28 times 4, 112. Okay, so 100 times 6 for me because he's 6 months.
Wait.
So 112 hours a month.
Oh gosh. Let's just say 6 million hours.
That's a lot. We breastfeed a lot
all day. So that was a dumb question because we didn't actually do the math. Okay, next question. Favorite thing about breastfeeding?
I love my nighttime. We sit down and we breastfeed, and that is when he's totally chilled, relaxed, and he just plays like with my hair, with my skin, and he just looks at me while he's nursing, and it's just like the most amazing moment. We do it every night. It's just like really calming and it's just
no distractions, just like super calm and sweet.
Yeah.
I would say my favorite thing about breastfeeding is definitely the connection I have. Also the convenience. Like I feel like it's so easy to just whip out a boobie.
So much easier.
I whip my boobs back and forth. No, I'm just kidding. Inappropriate. But it's just really fun to just be able to whip your boob out wherever. And I'm making it sound really barbaric, and I keep saying boob.
You whip it out.
Whip your boob out. Okay.
It's just so easy.
But it's just really convenient. But then it's just a great bonding experience too. I feel like with Audrey it was awesome. She was a really independent baby, so that was the only time that she would sit still. And then with him, he's just super cuddly, and I just love it. Okay, next question. Toughest moment in your breastfeeding time?
It's funny because breastfeeding always came easy, but we always had our struggles. Almost always, like either he just wouldn't eat enough, but most recently he is just at the point where he cannot focus, and he's just constantly whipping his head around. And sometimes he takes my boob with him, and he just whips it around and looks over, and I'm like, okay, you need to relax, stop looking around. So I try and cover him, but then he gets mad at the covers, and so
rips the cover out.
Yeah, so it's just at this point, it's just hard to keep him not distracted.
Yeah, when they get to that age, I remember Audrey got to that age. I would say with me, recently with him, and I was telling Missy about this, I had convinced myself, well, he wasn't like latching exactly, and this was like maybe a couple days, like a week ago, and I think it was just a fluke thing, but I convinced myself because I started Googling things that he had like reflux really bad, and then I read there's this rare disease with her stomach and they have to get surgery, and it was like 2 in the morning, and I start crying, and Austin wakes up and he's like, what's wrong? And I was like, he's not eating, and he's gonna need surgery, and he's not gonna gain weight, and it was just a mess. And it was literally just like a fluke. you moms who breastfeed, you know, sometimes they're just like random times where they just like don't latch, or it's just some random thing.
Yeah.
And it was fine, but I had like completely freaked myself out, and I was like, really, Brittany? So that was so far the toughest with him. With Audrey, we had moments like that too. So
Yeah.
It's just, you feel silly after.
I feel like you're always like trying to adjust to the new thing.
Because it always changes. But I will say this for you breastfeeding moms out there, because I know for some moms it is really hard to breastfeed. We've had a really easy experience, but for some moms it's hard. Try not to give up. I mean, if you can, because there's times where you're like, oh, forget it.
Yeah.
You know, my milk supply's low. It probably isn't as low as you might think, and just keep trying if you can.
Yeah, if you can. I think it is such an amazing thing, and it is. You know,
just don't give up too soon. Now I know some moms, and this answer is going way long, but I just want to encourage you. Some moms who can't breastfeed and they've tried everything, don't make yourself feel bad about it. Sometimes it just doesn't work out, and that's okay too.
Totally.
Right, Ollie? You agree? How do you stay entertained while breastfeeding? Oh my gosh.
I have so many little gadgets. Okay, of course I've got my phone. Gotta have your phone before you sit down to breastfeed.
I know, it's like he's like crying, and you're like, hold on, I gotta get my phone.
I have my phone, and my husband just got me a Nintendo DS. And it's basically this little device that I just get to sit and play.
That's awesome.
And I love it. It's so nice, and it's just a little bit something to keep your mind, because sometimes it's like,
it's boring, because it's like, you know, you do breastfeed large portions of the day.
Yeah.
I would definitely say my iPhone is my best friend when I'm breastfeeding. I literally sit there one hand and I just get on Instagram, I get on Twitter.
That's like when we do our social media.
Yeah, social media. When do I have so many random pictures? That's literally what I do. I just look through my pictures and I'm like, oh, Instagram,
Instagram that one.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I would say I stay entertained through my phone, or, you know, sometimes if I have time, I'll turn on a show, but usually I don't have time, so I'll just get on my phone really quick. Or now that I have another child, it's usually me yelling at her to not do things and walk around and try to keep her
So technically you need to grab her, make sure she's in your area.
Yeah, she's entertained. Exactly. So it's a whole process. Yeah. Favorite breastfeeding gadgets, aka like clothing, pillows, that kind of thing.
Okay.
I call them gadgets. But.
Yeah, I've gone through a lot of different gadgets. Like I used to need like my app, used to need the boppy.
Oh yeah.
I've tried to simplify my life as much as possible, but I feel like a good nursing bra is so important.
Yeah.
My Oliver.
Hi, baby. Hi. Yay, Oliver's here.
Yay. All right, so my favorite all-time nursing thing is my nursing bra, my nighttime nursing bra. Ooh. It is so comfortable. It just makes me so happy as soon as nighttime comes. As much as I hate wearing a nursing bra, like
I know that's the bummer
it's
about
the worst because you have to wear it all the time.
It's a bed,
as long as you have a good one at nighttime.
Which brand? Like, do you mind sharing? Like what brand? Like
yes, it's like pink, yellow, or Jessica Simpson, and it's so comfortable.
That's adorable.
And it just kind of like opens, you know, you don't have to like unhook anything.
Oh, really? That's nice.
And it doesn't really have like the elastic, which I don't like the elastic. Anyways, that's my favorite thing ever.
That's awesome. I would say, well, with Audrey, and I still use it with Kai, it's not a boppy, but it's called my breast friend.
Oh, yeah.
Get it? My breast friend. I love that thing with Audrey. Like, I would nurse every time with it. For some reason this time around, and I don't know if it's because I used it so much with her that it's not like the right shape anymore. Or maybe he's just still too small. But that was my favorite gadget with her. I would say now my favorite gadget with him, I don't know, burp rag.
I know, right?
I don't know. I don't really, and then with her, I was super anal retentive about like writing down like, oh, when she started eating, when she stopped. And that went out the door really fast too. So I would probably say my favorite gadget is probably still the breast friend because I use it a lot still with him. And then my iPhone for keeping me entertained. Yeah. And then, I have a nursing bra. I actually, I was watching Mama Natural's video and she was showing like stuff she packed for the hospital, and she had this nursing bra from Target, and I didn't even know they had the brand that she got. Anyway, it's super soft. It's not like, it doesn't have the underwire, so it's just really comfortable. And I don't remember the brand. I think it's like Jillian something. I don't know.
A few from there. So maybe I have.
But that's another gadget that I really like. So okay, moving on. How long do you plan to breastfeed?
I plan to breastfeed at least 1 year, and if he wants to go further, then I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Do you have like a cutoff, like, or you're just like whatever?
I mean, I don't want it to go too far. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of like, well, I don't want it to get too far, but I would say my furthest I would want to is maybe like 18 months at the furthest, and even that just seems, but I definitely want to do at least a year.
Yeah. And that's how I was like that with Audrey too. But I when I first started breastfeeding, when I had Audrianna, people told me, like, you know, don't put too much pressure on yourself. It just depends on how well it goes. You know, start with 3 months and then go, you make it to 3 and go to 6. Isn't it 6 months? They say if you can at least breastfeed to 6 months.
Yeah,
but
because then they start solids.
Yeah, and then they start solids. That's true. But yeah, I breastfed Audrey up to a year, and I really like to do the same with him. Audrey was so independent; she was done after a year, so I never even thought about going past a year. But I don't know if I'd go past a year. I mean, I feel like if he wanted to, I probably would.
For me, I just try and like, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm pretty chill.
Yeah,
go with the flow. And
the whole teeth thing always freaks me
out.
And
I also, I'm already freaked out with that. But I also don't want to put too much pressure on myself, whereas I would be sad if he doesn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if he wants to stop, I'm going to be okay. Yeah, exactly. But if he wants to keep going, you know.
It's like, why not? Yeah. And obviously we mean like past a year. You know, they need to have milk up till then. But like past a year, I don't know. I mean, YOLO, right?
Yeah. He says he loves the boobies.
He does. Can you not tell?
He loves the boobies.
He loves that breast milk. It's awesome. Okay, so this is the last question. Most embarrassing breastfeeding moments. With Audrianna, I think we were at some like art fair, and I needed to breastfeed her, and so there was a Starbucks, and I was like, I'll just go in the Starbucks, sit down, and breastfeed her real quick. Well, the Starbucks was crowded. It was like packed. Like, they were like, you know, they have lounges and couches and stuff. There was like someone next to everyone. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll have to be super like, you know, inconspicuous or whatever. So I sit down and there's this old guy and he's sitting like so close to me. Like, he wasn't trying to creep. I think he was completely oblivious to the fact that I was trying to breastfeed. And so he's like right there. So I'm like, you know, trying to like latch her and like not, you know, I had the cover and everything. And she like grabs the cover and I'm pretty sure my nipples just like out, and then like she came off the boob, and then I'm like, you know, let's all be honest, you sometimes spray TMI, but you're like, you know, once they start drinking, like your milk sprays. So I'm like, my milk's like spraying, and I'm pretty sure I sprayed him. I don't think he knew, but I was like, oh my gosh, it was so embarrassing. Like, if I could have turned red, I would have, but I can't.
Oh my gosh. Let's see, one time, actually really, I think he was maybe like 2 months old. We went to the beach, and I really needed to breastfeed him, but I don't think I even had a cover, I think I had like a blanket. My mom's like, okay, try and be careful, and there's tons of people everywhere, and I'm pretty sure that someone saw my boob, and my mom was like, oh my god, someone just saw you, and I was like, oh well. So embarrassing.
I feel like some people are really good at like breastfeeding without a cover and not showing anything. I am not. Like, if I don't have a cover, it's just gonna be out. Like, whoops.
Okay, one time, actually, I think we were visiting you guys.
Oh, was it?
And we were on our way back, and Ollie hadn't eaten in forever. I think I'd actually given him a bottle, and I forgot my pump, and my boobs were literally done.
Is that funny?
So done. So funny. And so I just went in the back, or I just grabbed a cloth diaper, actually, and I just decided to start expressing, and I was trying to be really hidden about it, but a big trucker was just like driving past, and he's just straight up looking down, and I was like, oh my gosh, stop looking at me. So that was really embarrassing too, but you know what? I got the milk out, and I felt much more comfortable on the way home.
YOLO, you just gotta YOLO it. So that is the breastfeeding tag. I'm gonna tag Genevieve from Mama Natural, and I also want to tag Rachel Talbot to do this as well. And then
she just started breastfeeding.
I know. I guess she just started, so I don't know. She should have most of them. But and then whoever else wants to do it, I just tag everybody. So do this tag. I think it'd be really fun. Breastfeeding's awesome. I'm all for breastfeeding.
I love breastfeeding.
Also, if you are not able to breastfeed, don't feel bad. Like I said before, breastfeeding's great, but you know, I feel like sometimes as women, you know, it's so much pressure put on us. And so anyway, I just want to put that out there. I don't want anyone who doesn't breastfeed
don't judge yourself
to feel bad about it. You. Yeah, it's whatever. If you can breastfeed, it's great. If you can't, YOLO, right?
You can still have that amazing bonding time even with a bottle, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Missy, Oliver, thank you for being on
Thank you for letting us be on here.
Be sure to go check out Missy's channel. We just did a Q&A, a mommy Q&A.
It's about being on YouTube.
It's about being on YouTube, so go check that out. Link is below. Be sure to subscribe and also check out their daily channel as well. Thank you for being here, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye.